What's up? It's your boy Austin Rutherford. I appreciate you being here where we talk business, finance, and real estate. I'm sure you've heard this all the time. Save, 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 save. Save all your money, save yourself until retirement. What I can tell you is that saving yourself until retirement will take you literally your entire life. Ask all the people that want to retire right now, but that don't have enough money to actually retire. 50 years old, 60 years old, 70 years old, 80-year-old, still working, still at Kroger bagging groceries. You cannot save yourself until retirement. But I have a better way. You have to spend yourself till retirement. What do you mean, Austin? That sounds crazy. If I spend, I don't have money. I'm not talking about spending and going out and blowing money on Gucci bags and new cars and big old TVs and all those fancy things. I'm talking about spending your money on investments that pay you into retirement. So let's dive into some ways that you can manage your money better to set yourself up for a better, more enjoyable retirement. First of all, you should always be living well below your means. So let's say, for example, that you make $60,000 a year, which is $5,000 a month, but you got to pay 25% in taxes, meaning that you're left with, let's say, $3,750 per month of money that goes into your pocket. Like I said, when I say live below your means, that means don't spend all of that money. Think about this. Has there ever been a time where you've made the same amount of money every month, but for whatever reason, you got a bonus? Somebody paid you. You got an extra $1,000. What'd you do with it? Did you save it or did you spend it? You probably spent it on that one thing that you've always been wanting, on that new pair of shoes. Or let's say, for example, you're making the same amount of money per month and your car goes bad and you got to spend $700 on new tires. Did you go broke? Did you lose everything? No, you didn't spend money on other things, and you were still able to live your life exactly how you were. No matter how much money you have, you find a way to survive. We all do it. We can still survive no matter how much money we have monthly. So trick yourself into saving. Instead of taking that $3,750 and putting it into your checking account and start spending it, instantly put $500 immediately into a savings account. You can do this on auto pay. You can automatically set it up. When money comes in, it automatically splits into a checkings account and a savings account. If you have to create a savings account at an entirely different bank to force yourself to save, do that. But pay yourself first and take that money and put it into a savings account. Then you can live off that $3,250 that you have left over. You've done it before. You're not going to die. You're going to be okay. Just stop spending money on those wasteful things. The key here is purposely saving, putting that money aside from day one before you ever actually see the money, putting it aside and saving. You cannot be spending money on wasteful things. Things like going out to eat all the time, going to the movies, buying that Gucci bag, buying that Louis bag, going out and buying bottles of liquor for this big party, throwing a house party, buying dinner for everybody, buying shots at the bar, driving a nice car, buying cigarettes, going out to the clubs. I just listed a whole bunch of things you can save money on. Don't spend money on things that you do not need to spend on. Take that extra money and put it into your savings account. I promise you, this is not a forever thing. But Austin, I want to live life. I want to enjoy life. I get it. I do. This is not a forever thing. You're not going to be doing this for 60 years. Do it now and save the money that you can. Most people in their life are playing catch up their entire life. They're always catching up on bills. They're catching up on credit card payments. They're catching up on mortgage payments. They're doing this their entire life. But what if there was a way where you didn't have to play catch up, where you could get ahead of the game? If you can get ahead, it's much easier to stay ahead. But the only way that you get ahead is by sacrificing now to get ahead. So take that $500 a month and put it into your savings account or more. If you can save more, if you can save 50 to 60% of your income, do that. The more that you can save, the faster you're going to be able to get ahead. Now you might be sitting there saying, but Austin, I have kids, I have a family, I have this, I have that. And I get that, I do. But there's always a way to save a little bit of money. Those things that have to be paid for, like kids and family, things like that, 100%. You got to pay for that. It is what it is. But the things that you don't need to be paying for is the things to look cool. The Starbucks cup, the Gucci bags, the new purses, the new shoes, the new clothes. All those things is what you don't have to be spending money on. And during this time, make sure that you pay your bills. You have to build credit as well. You pay your bills on time, your credit score goes up. Pick up a side hustle if you have to start saving more money. Start cutting grass, shoveling driveways, picking up a part-time job. Whatever it is, do whatever you can to save as much money as possible. Again, this is a temporary thing, not a forever thing. Now, Austin, great. How does this actually pay off? I'm gonna run 2 examples here. One from somebody who puts up $500 a month and one from somebody who puts up $1,500 a month because they went out and picked up a side hustle temporary for a little bit of time to be able to save more money. $500, $1,500. One person at the end of the year has $6,000 saved. The other person has $18,000 saved in the same year. Big difference here. You can buy a house with 3.5% down. So you can buy a 1 to 4 family house. So let's say, for example, you buy a duplex that's worth $200,000. You only need $7,000 to $10,000 to be able to buy that house. You got some closing costs on there. 3.5% of 200 grand is $7,000 plus a few grand in closing costs. 10 grand, you can buy a duplex. So in less than 1 year, if you pick up a side hustle and save $1,500 a month, $18,000 a year, you can buy a house. In less than 1 year, you can take that money and buy a duplex. So what happens from there is, let's say the duplex, it costs $1,000 a month in a mortgage payment, and each side rents for $1,000 a month. You live on one side for free, and the other side pays your mortgage for you. Now you're saving, let's say, $1,000 a month in expenses and mortgage payments and rent payments that you previously had. Guess what? Now start saving that $1,000 a month and putting it into your savings account. So those same 2 examples, the next year, example 1, if you add $1,000 a month, they'd have $18,000 saved at the end of the year. The other example 2 would have $30,000 saved at the end of the year. So now let's say you go out and buy another duplex. Now you have 4 units paying you rent. So you buy another duplex, you move into 1 unit, the other unit pays your mortgage. On the first house, now instead of them paying your mortgage, they're paying you $1,000 because you have 2 people paying rent. $2,000 a month coming in, $1,000 going out. Guess what? You just made $1,000, another $1,000 increase. So you add that $1,000 to savings. Example 1, now you save $30,000 a year. Example 2, now you save $42,000 a year. You can see how this starts to add up. You keep doing this and doing this and doing this and doing this and buying more assets and assets and assets compared to liabilities. Starts to add up. Now, instead of you making money and spending all of it every single month, you still do exactly what you were going to do, work and save. But guess what? You're starting to get ahead now. Your payments, you're starting to make more money coming in than you have going out every month. You're ahead. But do not start blowing all of your money here. If you start doing that, you're going to go right back to where you were, which is trying to keep up and getting back behind on everything. You need to continue to save and add assets that pay you money every month. Now, once your income goes up exponentially, then you can increase your cost of living a little bit. If you do not like real estate for whatever reason, I do. I love it. I think it's the best investment out there right now. But let's say you don't. You can take that same savings that you have every single month and start investing it into the stock market. So you can create a stock account and invest that into the stock market. The average return on just an average index fund in the stock market over the last 10 years is 7 to 15%. And 20-year returns is 4% to 7%, which, by the way, includes the 2008 market crash. So you can get 7 to 10% over the long term. So let's say you save up $20,000, invested in the stock market, and make 10%. Now it's paying you an additional $2,000 per year. Now that's way less than the real estate example I just gave you, but it's investing into your future and saving into your future. Again, that's why I like real estate, because it's exponential growth compared to the stock market at the beginning. Most people save their way to retirement through the stock market. And like I said at the beginning of this, it takes forever. You may never reach retirement just saving into stocks. That's why I like real estate. The first examples that I gave you, when you save money and start buying income producing assets, that's how you get ahead. I hope this makes sense, how sacrificing now can get you ahead for the future. But like I said, most people don't want to do this. They want to look cool. They want to go on those vacations. They want to spend time with their friends. They want to blow all their money and buy the Gucci, Louis, Prada to keep up with the Joneses. They're not willing to sacrifice 1 to 2 years of their life to actually get ahead. They're in love with the chase. They love just trying to keep up, just trying to stay afloat, keeping their head above water, but you're not willing to sacrifice 1 to 2 years, that's it, to actually get ahead and stay ahead. And if you do, you're gonna look back 1, 2, 5, 10 years from now, and thank yourself for doing it. So make sure you're saving and investing that money, spending it in the correct ways to produce more income through assets, rental properties, in my opinion. Drop a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts on this. Have you ever heard this broken down this way before? Drop a comment while you're down there. Hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe and notification bell so you can get all this content going forward. As always, I appreciate you being here, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? It's Austin Rutherford here, and I just personally want to say thank you for taking the time to watch my YouTube channel, where we talk business, finance, real estate, and how to elevate your life. On this channel, you'll find everything from mindset to marketing to wholesaling to sales and negotiation to flipping houses to raising private money to rentals to Airbnbs. Everything you need to run your own business, you can find on this channel, so make sure you take a look at it. But if you're one of those people who want to work directly with me and build your own real estate company, make sure you check out thereblueprint.com. thereblueprint.com. What this is it's a training and a duplicate of my business. Every way in my business where we make money right now, you get everything. It's from wholesaling to marketing to raising private money to renovating houses to flipping houses to buying rental properties, and the mindset that allows you to do all those things. An in-depth look at everything inside of my business. And on top of that, you get all the documents that go along with it. You get all the scripts, you get all the templates, you get all the Excel spreadsheets, you get all the contracts, you get all the credibility packets. You get literally everything you need to run your own real estate company. And on top of all that, you get live coaching calls with me. So don't miss out on it. Make sure you check out thereblueprint.com. And again, if you have any suggestions on YouTube content, YouTube videos that you want to hear more about, make sure you drop a comment in the description below. If you have something, let me know so we can get that content out to you as quickly as possible. Again, as always, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all the likes, the comments, the subscriptions, everything. Hope to see you on the next video. Peace.